Nike Metcon 3. As the name implies, this is Nike's third iteration of their Metcon shoe. So as the third time the charm, has Nike learned and improved upon the Metcon 2? Is the Nike Metcon 3 a better shoe than the Reebok Nano 7.0? Should you even upgrade to the Nike Metcon 3? At the time of this recording, you can pick up the Nike Metcon 3 from Amazon for $139.95. And for my bargain hunters, you can pick up the Nike Metcon 2s from Finish Line for $76.99 if Mango and Hyper Jade are your colors. They also have other colors, but prices will vary. Links to buy either one are in the description. First off, if you're new to fitness, you might be wondering, why do you need a specialized shoe in the first place? Great question, Billy. If you decided to take up CrossFit, functional fitness, powerlifting, weightlifting, or even just circuit training, you're going to be doing some very dynamic movements. Some examples of the dynamic movements include the deadlift, cleans, squats, box jumps, pull-ups, rows, sled pushes, and the list just goes on. And in order to do these movements safely and properly, you're going to need a solid platform. But unlike specialized weightlifting shoes like the Adidas Adipower, which have an extremely stiff heel for stability and cup your heel for dear life, which is ideal for super heavy squats, the Metcon 3 are able to provide you comparable stability while still being flexible and supportive enough for when you do sprint. If you try to run or sprint in the Adidas Adipower, you're going to get nowhere really fast. But yet, the Metcon 3's sole is still rigid enough to help you prevent rolling your feet inwards when you deadlift or squat. Unlike running shoes like the Ultra Boost, which have an extremely soft sole, if you try deadlifting or squatting in these, you're eventually going to hurt your back and get a one-way ticket to Snap City. Hodge Twin fans, where you at? Enough talking, let's get to the shoe. First, let's start with the outsole. Gone is the studded look of the last outsole, and in its place is its new triangular weave. Nonetheless, it still provides a very good amount of traction, and is rather sticky as well. Just like other training shoes on the market, the outsole comes all the way up to the sides of the shoe so that it can give you a good amount of grip when you're rope climbing. On the back of the shoe, we've got the familiar TPU heel clip. This little piece of plastic serves two purposes. First, it helps you when you're doing handstanding push-ups against the wall. The heel clips allows your heels to glide on the wall. The heel clip also helps keep your heel in place when you're using the row machine. Above the heel clip, we've got the TPU heel cup. Instead of being one solid piece, it's broken up into two pieces. I'll admit stylistically it looks good, but functionally it hurts the shoe. This is just me, but when I walk in these shoes, my heel goes all over the place, and I know this was a big issue for other people in the Metcon 2s. Now let's talk about the insole. This insole also functions as the shoe's midsole. As you can see, the bottom of the insole has some cuts in it to help with the overall flexibility of the shoe. The midsole on the Metcon 3 is stiff enough to give you that stable platform you need when you're deadlifting or squatting, but it's still flexible and bouncy enough to perform when you're running or sprinting. One of the main differences between the Metcon 3 and the Metcon 2 is the upper. The Metcon 3 upper is mostly comprised of thermal wrap with a little mesh blended in. The new upper helps give the Metcon 3 a much more natural feel and helps it be super flexible. It's no prime knit or fly knit, but it sure is comfy. Under the thermal wrap, you will also see that the Metcon 3 also features Nike's Flywire lockdown mechanism. Sadly, no matter how much I played with the laces, I still wasn't able to get rid of all that heel motion I mentioned earlier, but that's just me. The laces on these shoes do feel really cheap in my opinion, but they don't come undone like other laces. And the tongue on these shoes is really thin, but it offers some padding. Overall, the silhouette of the Metcon 3 has been slightly changed from the Metcon 2. The Metcon 3 are much lower than I expected, and it did catch me by surprise. There isn't a lot of ankle support, but in return you get a lot of ankle mobility. The flexibility of the outsole, midsole, and thermal wrap all make for a very flexible shoe overall. So flexible in fact that when I took my first few steps, I couldn't believe I was still wearing shoes. The Metcon 3 also still have that 4mm heel drop that was present in the Metcon 2 and Metcon 1. It is also worth noting that these shoes, just like their Metcon 2 counterpart, are a little narrow. I would still go true to size, but keep in mind they are narrow nonetheless. So which did you get? Spring or upgrade to the all new Metcon 3, or just get or keep your Metcon 2. If you already have the Metcon 2, you don't really need to upgrade, you'll be fine. But if you're just getting into fitness and you just want to save some cash, then just get the Metcon 2. You're not missing out on much. But if you're looking for a training shoe that's slightly more durable and flexible, then go for the Metcon 3. Just remember, both of these shoes are a little narrow. If you have a wider foot, then you should look into either the Reebok Nano 6.0 or 7.0. Link to their review is in the description. Hey, if you made it this far, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you could, please high-five the like button, it helps the channel grow. If you like videos like this, subscribe. There are more product reviews and fitness advice videos coming. For more, check out gymcaddy.net, and I'll catch you next time.